For the 13th time in school history, Colorado State is going dancing after beating Boise State in the Mountain West Conference title game and most likely ending the Broncos' dream of dancing in the NCAA Tournament next week. The Rams beat Virginia in the first four last year before falling to Texas, ending their run. Can they spend an extended period of time in the NCAA Tournament this year? Let's talk about that. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college sports content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know who you think wins the national title this year in the comment section below. Colorado State began playing basketball in 1901, would join the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference in 1910 before joining the Mountain State Conference in 1938. The Rams would find some success in the conference that would later become known as the Skyline Conference, winning 2 regular season conference titles in 1954 and 1961. 1954 would also mark the first time they would make the NCAA Tournament, making it to the Sweet 16. Throughout the 60s, they found a lot of success making the NCAA Tournament 4 times and going on a run in 1969 that saw them make the Elite Eight. Colorado State would remain in the Skyline Conference until 1962, when the conference would dissolve after BYU, New Mexico, Utah, and Wyoming left to form the Western Athletic Conference. This left Colorado State as an independent until 1968, when they would follow their former conference mates to join the WAC. While as a member of the WAC, the Rams would only win 2 conference titles in 1989 and 1990, which would also be the only 2 years they would make the NCAA Tournament. In 1989, they would beat 7-seed Florida, fell to 2-seed Syracuse in the round of 32, while in 1990 they fell to 7-seed Alabama 71-54 in the first round. In 1999, they would leave the WAC and would become an inaugural member of the Mountain West Conference. They would win the Mountain West Conference Tournament in 2003, losing to 3-seed Duke 67-57 in the NCAA Tournament, and would not make it back to the tournament again for 9 years. In 2010, they made the CBI, while in 2011 they made the NIT, but finally in 2012, under head coach Tim Miles, they made it back to the NCAA Tournament as an 11 seed, falling to Murray State in the round of 64, 58-41. Following the season, Miles would leave Colorado State to take the Nebraska head coaching job. In 2013, they returned back to the NCAA Tournament for the second year in a row, their first time making it to the tournament in back-to-back years since the 1965 and 1966 tournaments. This time around, they would beat Missouri in the first round, winning their first game in March Madness since 1989, would fall to 1-seed Louisville in the round of 32. They would make the NIT in 2015 and 2017, before Niko Medved took over as head coach in 2018. Medved graduated from Minnesota, and started his coaching career at Malcaster, a Division III school located in Minnesota, in 1997, serving as an associate head coach. He would earn his first Division I opportunity serving as an assistant at Furman in 1999, before leaving to return to Minnesota as an assistant in 2006. In 2007, he would join the Colorado State coaching staff as an assistant, helping the Rams make their 2 aforementioned back-to-back NCAA Tournament appearances in 2012 and 2013. That would lead to him earning his first head coaching job at Furman, where he would take the Paladins from a 9-21 record his first season, improving every year under him, winning the Southern Conference regular season title in 2016-2017, making it to the semifinals of the CIT, the second year in a row they made the CIT. He was then named head coach at Drake, leading them to a 17-17 record, and earned a bid to the CIT, making it his 3rd straight appearance in said tournament. Following his lone season at Drake, he returned to Colorado State as their brand new head coach. While Colorado State would finish the 2018-2019 season 12-20, they would flip the record in 2019-2020, and since then they have had 3 more 20-plus winning seasons in the past 4 years, making the NCAA Tournament for the first time since 2013 and 2022 with a 25-6 record, getting upset by 11-seed Michigan 75-63 in the first round. Last year they finished the year 25-11, beating Virginia in the first 4 to win their first NCAA Tournament game since 2013, but fell to 7-seed Texas in the first round. Heading into the 2024-2025 season, the Rams were projected to finish 7th in the conference with Boise State picked to finish 1st. The Broncos received 19 first-place votes, while San Diego State and UNLV received 2 votes, and New Mexico, Nevada, and Utah State received a singular place vote. Nick Clifford would be the only player on the Rams roster to earn a preseason all-conference team nod, and the Rams would start the season 4-0 before losing on the road to Ole Miss 84-69. They would also fall to UC Riverside and Washington before snapping their 3-game skid against TCU, followed by a win over LMU before dropping a game to Colorado and VCU. They closed out non-conference play with a win over Radford 78-68, then our conference play sitting at 6-5. They would open up conference play with a close win over Nevada 66-64, before falling to New Mexico 76-68. That sparked the 3-game win streak, where they beat San Jose State, Fresno State, and UNLV before falling to San Diego State. They would go on a 4-game win streak, taking down Wyoming, Boise State, Fresno State, and Air Force, before losing to New Mexico a second time. They rebounded with a win over San Diego State before falling to Utah State, and they closed out the regular season winning 7 straight over Wyoming, Nevada, UNLV, Air Force, Utah State, San Jose State, and Boise State. Colorado State would enter the conference tournament as the 2nd seed, behind New Mexico, who was 25-6 and 17-3 in conference play. New Mexico is the favorites to win it all. Ahead of the tournament, SB Nation polled fans about who will cut down the nets in Las Vegas, and the Lobos were even more heavy favorites. They received 71% of the vote, with the 2nd-seeded Rams in the second at 19%. The Aztecs and Aggies split the remaining 10%. The Rams came in hot, ranking 11th in all of Division I in Bartovic ratings, ahead of Kentucky, Tennessee, and St. John's. They would beat Nevada in the first round of the conference tournament, and followed that up with an 83-72 win over Utah State in the semifinals. Against Nevada, Clifford scored 25 points and 14 rebounds. They would take on Boise State, who was fighting for their tournament lives, after upsetting New Mexico in the semifinal game, and for the first time since 2003, 22 years ago, they would win the Mountain West Conference Tournament title, their 2nd time in program history. They would steal a bid from a bubble team, as they were not expected to be in the NCAA Tournament, being viewed as one of the first 4 out. They're expected to be a 10 or 11 seed heading into Selection Sunday later today. If they stay hot this week, they could be a dangerous team led by Clifford and co. What do you think? Can Colorado State go on a run in this year's tournament? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.